thank you for watching. So, as you might see, my setup is a little bit different. I don't have the black backdrop at the moment because I have been cleaning and rearranging my room, so all my stuff is everywhere. So we have to make do with this for today. I thought I'd do a review on the paints I use. So I use a couple of different paints. When I first started face painting, I used any face paint that I could get my hands on, usually the cheapest, and I didn't really think that there was a difference between, you know, paints or anything like that. I thought, you know, they were all the same, and boy was I wrong. I found this brand called Derivan, and they're Australian. They look like this. You've probably seen them in my videos before. I have a number of different colours. I also have a gold and a silver one, and they're great. They are ready to go. You don't need anything to activate them, which is great. They are super easy to use and great for when you're just starting out. They're really affordable. I think these ones were like $6 or $7 each, or you could buy like a pack of 5 for like $20, $25 depending on where you go, and these ones were like $7 to $8 each, so maybe $9. They were a little bit more expensive. So yeah, these paints are great. They lasted me a while. I went through the black and the white paints so quickly because I was constantly mixing colours to make them lighter or darker, and that's another great thing because they're so, you know, because they're ready to go, they're runny and everything. They're because they're water-based paints, you can mix them super easily. And there's a cat behind me. Kitten. Anyway, yes, they're super easy to mix. All you need is like a little spatula or a brush or something, or you can even pour it out onto a dish and just mix colours and create different shades and whatnot. Pros for the Derivan paints: they're super affordable, they're really easy to use, they're water-based, so you don't need any activators for them. You can mix them so easily just by, you know, scooping out a little bit of paint and putting it on a palette and mixing it with another colour. The cons are that they do flake off quite easily. They are water-based paints, so even though that they are easy to remove with water, that does mean that sweat, any form of water, will take them off. So if you are wanting to cosplay with them or go to an event with it on where you're going to be sweating or it's going to be wet or raining, these are going to come off super easy, and you don't want that. You'll just look like a big mess of paint. They are great for practicing, so I highly recommend these if you are wanting to get into face and body painting. The next paint that I use is the Snazaroo paints. These are water activated paints. You do need some water to activate them. I have these in a number of colours, not all of the colours, but a number of the colours. So this is the pink one. I don't know if they have like self-cleaning things in them like some paints do. So to clean them, I use a bit of warm water and a tissue, and I just wipe the surface a couple of times, and then I spray 99% isopropyl alcohol on it and then dab it down with a tissue, and it seems to be working really fine. I don't know if that's the correct way to clean them, but that's how I do it and it works. It's cost me around $12 to $14 each. They are a little bit more expensive, but I find that they last a lot longer than the Derivan paints. So these ones are, which it doesn't make sense because these are 40 mils and these are only 18 mils. I do like these paints. They do not crack or flake as much as the Derivan paints, and you do have a wider selection of colours. They're made in the UK. Personally, I like them. I have heard of people not liking them as much. I guess it's all about personal preference and stuff, but these are the main ones that I use now. You can buy like kits. They also do basic special effects kits and stuff like that. I like them a lot. They come in these cool cake things. You can depot them and make your own palette if you like. I like to keep them like this and stack them or store them somehow, like in a box or a drawer or something. But yeah, like, I like these paints. You don't need as much. Like, I find that even though these have a lot more content, these do last a lot longer. And like I said before, even though they're only like half of what this is almost, but I find you use very little paint when using these, and it goes a lot further. The pros of the Snazaroo paints are that they are super pigmented. There is a huge range of colours to choose from, including metallics or glittery ones, I think they are. They last ages and you need very little for whatever look you're doing. I'm pretty sure you could paint a whole body with this and not hit the bottom of the pan. Yeah, the cons for the Snazaroo paints are that they are a bit more expensive than the Derivan paints. They do flake, but not as much. They are water based or water activated, so that does mean that if you are wanting to go out and you are going to be sweating and stuff, this is going to come off, but at the same time they are easy to remove. I don't have my alcohol activated paint palette with me. It's in my room somewhere and I couldn't find it, but I'm sure after I finish this video I'll find it. So I'll just talk a little bit about it. It is a Scotty's Makeup SFX, the FX palette. It's kind of like a dupe of the Skin Illustrator FX palette. Their FX palette is the one I bought. They said that they could either refund me the money, because I did order the Skin Illustrator one, but they didn't have it in stock. So I chose to try their one. It was a little bit cheaper and I personally really like it. Like, I've got nothing else to compare it to, but the paints are pigmented. They apply very easily. You do need 99% isopropyl alcohol to use and remove them like you do most alcohol, well, all alcohol activated face paints. The pros and cons of the Scotty's FX alcohol palette are it is a little bit cheaper than the FX, the Skin Illustrator palette. They are pigmented, the colours are pigmented, it's easy to use. The cons for the Scotty's FX alcohol palette are that it is expensive even though it is cheaper than the Skin Illustrator palette. You do need 99% isopropyl alcohol to use it. If you do have sensitive skin, it can be irritating. And you do need 99% isopropyl alcohol to remove it. So, yeah. Also, another pro is that they do last. When you wear the paints, they do last. They are also waterproof, so it's great for, you know, cosplay or if you're going somewhere and you're going to be sweating. Another con is that they can be very drying. Well, the alcohol that you use can be very drying on your skin. The last paint that I use is another water-based or water-activated paint. It is Global Colors Body Art. I have not used this as much, but it is a lot like Snazaroo. I clean it the exact same way. I use a wet tissue and wipe it down a couple times, and then I spray it with 99% alcohol and then just dab the excess off. It is pretty dry to the touch, like it's sticky in a way. I haven't used these as much as the Snazaroo, but from what I have used, they are very pigmented. They are easy to use. They are super affordable. This paint cost me like $7, whereas the Snazaroo paint cost me like $13, $14. So this is a good, affordable duplicate or dupe for the Snazaroo paint. There is the same amount of paint in this one as there is the Snazaroo one. There are a huge range of colours to choose from. I'm not sure if they've got metallics. I think they do. I did buy this from Scotty's as well. They have a huge range of Global Colors paints. Unlike the Snazaroo one, the lid just pops on and off. Whereas this one twists. So it's a lot more sturdy and secure. These are the paints I use. I also use the alcohol palette, but like I said about 50 times in this video, I can't find it. So yeah, So these are the 4 brands that I use. I am constantly looking out for new products to try and use so I can see what they're like and see how they compare to the paints that I currently use. I would love to use the Skin Illustrator palette because I have heard such good things, but right now the Scotty's alcohol palette is working well for me, so I'm happy about that. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I've been meaning to do it since like Halloween last year after my 31 days, but I didn't get around to it. So here it is because I am too lazy to clean up my room before I film. Wow, well done me. Again, it all is about personal preference. I started off with these. These were great. They lasted me ages. Ooh, I was painting my face like twice a day, so they didn't last me ages, but they worked well for me. And then upgrading to Snazaroo and now Global Colors. Try what you want to try. I do recommend sticking with a brand when you like it and it works for you. You can take what I am saying and try these paints out, or you can find new paints to try. Also, if you do have any paints that work really well for you and you would recommend, leave them in the comments below. I would love to know. I'm constantly wanting to try new products and see what I can build my kit with and what I can use, because even though they are different brands, they all work together really well. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it's just me talking a lot and my voice is getting a bit sore and I promise I'll be back next week with a new tutorial. Not sure what yet, so let me know if you would like to see more Disney ones, more Doctor Who ones, more whatever. Just if you have any ideas or requests, leave them in the comments below, or you can go to my Facebook page, which is also Jess Instantly, and let me know there. All that information will be linked below. So yeah, let me know what you guys want to see. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!